Local development plan, if you like, is part of our overall national park plan. That is one agreed by our partners that are all involved in the management of the park. The local development plan is a framework for development. It sets locations across the park where developments like housing and industry, paths, bridges, etc. should go. It's about how settlements evolve. An example recently that we had was the cheese factory, which is over near Cambus-Omey, just to the east of Ballater, a little bit further down the Dee. And this is a very attractive little development on an old site, an old sawmill site in fact.
There's been 5 generations of my family in the region here. I'm the 6th generation cheesemaker. It's, as a boy, it's something I really enjoyed doing, and I thought the cheeses from the area here were remarkable. And of course they all disappeared in the 60s and 70s with the Milk Marketing Board and EU arrangements. So we brought them back basically. We started making the cheeses 3 years ago in a temporary facility whilst we were designing and building these new facilities. And I'm glad that we've been able to preserve flora and fauna and create something that's blends in well with the environment and is all the right things about how we operate the business such that we don't have an impact on the environment.
It would have been very easy to construct a fairly standard industrial type building if there was no pressures to do otherwise. So we had various things like the timber cladding. There used to be, which you can't see now because it's gone, but there was an old timber building on site that had been the control point for the old sluice gates and the lathe for the mill, and it was timber with a corrugated roof. So we were quite keen to promote the use of timber and iron to reflect the old building on the site. And then the rough cast is the traditional harl of the northeast area anyway. So we tried to combine a modern sort of high performance building, but with the use of traditional materials.
Based here now, where all our operations are in one place with fit for purpose facilities. We've learned a lot in the last 3 years, and Jerry's allowed us to build these lessons that we've been learning into the new design. We really are set up here to move forward. Sales are already good, both in Scotland and in England now, and the only way is up.